Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Greg Mikulowski from ForexLive.com. This is a Forex Quick Look. Going to take a look at the dollar versus a Swiss franc. Today's date is September 17th, 2024. We had retail sales that came in better than expected. We also had industrial production better than expected as well, and capacity utilization higher than expected as well. So these sort of took the wind out of the sails of maybe a 50 basis point cut tomorrow, though it's still on the table. We'll see how that all plays out, but the dollar is higher ahead of that decision now, with the 2-year yield now up about 5 basis points and the 10-year yield now up about 2.3%. What are the technicals in the dollar versus Swiss? We'll go through in this video, so let's get started. Looking at the hourly chart, I had to earmark this level right here at 0.84315 as a level of importance. The level comes from going back in time to different swing lows and swing highs, going back in time to here, and we fell below it here, but then reestablished support against the level trading yesterday. This is the employment day that caused lots of volatility, not last week, but the week before on Friday. So you kind of discount this. In this case, the market did fall below that level, then rotated back to the upside, rising to the highest level, going back to this day back in August 21. So, and coming up to this trend line through here, you can't see it, but goes back a long way, and there's a number of different points along that line right there. So the buyers had their shot up here. They failed. Price started to rotate back to the downside, falling back below the 38.2% retracement right here. And over the last few days, we've seen a rotation to the downside. But when we return back to this level right through here, we did try to find support. And trading today, we did break below that level just by the smallest amount right here. But the momentum could not be sustained, and we had that data come out, which forced the price back to the upside and trading here today. Now what? Well, we're back to a happy point or a neutral point. That neutral point is defined by a number of different moving averages. These moving averages are near each other. Why? Because if you put a box around this price action right here, going back a number of different weeks, we've seen up and or down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So those moving averages tend to then find their way back toward the middle, and that's where we're at. The 100-bar moving average in the 4-hour chart, the 100-hour moving average, the 200-bar moving average in the 4-hour chart is the green line that sort of is overlapped with the 100-bar moving average in the 4-hour chart right through here. Actually, that's a 200-hour moving average. The 200-bar moving average, the 4-hour chart is way up here. We haven't really approached that level yet, but it is moving down and within this box now, so you never know. So what is to happen? Well, we could just go into the U.S. jobs or Fed meeting tomorrow with the price sitting around this neutral level. That would make sense. Wait for the Fed to decide whether the dollar goes higher or the dollar goes lower, depending upon what they do. So that might be one thing that we do. So look for sellers against this level and rotate back down to the downside a little bit and then move back up. That is one alternative. Another alternative is to move above this level and try to extend further up toward the 38.2% retracement of this last move to the downside. That's not out of the question either. So, but what we know is that all these moving averages are going to be the barometer for either bullish above or bearish below. So if you like the selling the dollar alternative, then sell here and force the price to the downside, or hope to force the price to the downside if you're buying more bullish. Watch this trend line, then watch the 38.2% retracement on the top side, but I wouldn't expect any sort of big shakes ahead of the Fed decision tomorrow at 2 p.m. So there you have it, a detailed look at the dollar versus Swiss. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.